In the middle of a quiet village stood a grand mansion. Tall gates, shining marble walls, and inside lived Lala Ramdas, a wealthy merchant known far and wide. Money, power, property. Ramdas had everything a man could dream of. And yet, there was one thing he never had: peace. Every night, he sat beside his huge iron safe, counting and recounting his money, afraid he might lose even a single coin. A slight sound from the window, a breeze moving the curtain, and Ramdas would panic. What if a thief has entered? Wealth had filled his house, but fear had emptied his heart. But on the other side of the same village stood a small mud hut where lived a simple farmer, Gopala. No big fields, no big business, no overflowing treasure chests. Yet every evening, songs of devotion came from his hut. Children laughed, and at night, Gopala slept like a king. That night, the mansion was silent. Ramdas was once again counting his money nervously. Suddenly, from far away, he heard the sweet sound of a devotional song coming from Gopala's hut. Sing the name of the Lord and find peace and joy. Ramdas stopped and listened. A strange question entered his mind. How can a man with so little be so happy? And I, with all my wealth, cannot sleep for even one night. The more he thought about Gopala's peace, the more restless he became. Finally, early next morning, Ramdas walked to Gopala's small hut. Gopala was sitting in his courtyard, sipping tea, simple clothes, a peaceful smile. Ramdas asked sharply, "Gopala, tell me something. You have almost nothing. No wealth, no comfort, no security. Yet you are always happy. And I, with everything, cannot sleep. How do you remain so peaceful?" Gopala smiled gently and replied, "Sir, true wealth is not what lies outside, but what lives inside the heart. I earn little, but I am content with what I have. I have nothing to lose, nothing to fear, so I sleep peacefully every night." Ramdas could not understand this. He thought to himself, "This man is lying. How can someone be happy without money?" Ramdas said, "If your happiness is so simple, let me increase it." He took out a heavy bag full of gold coins and placed it in Gopala's hands. Gopala stepped back. "Sir, why are you giving me this?" Ramdas replied proudly, "With this wealth, you can live even happier." But little did he know, this bag of gold was about to change Gopala's life, and not in a good way. That night, Gopala could not sleep. He hid the gold bag under the window, but then feared someone might see it. So he placed it under his bed. But that didn't feel safe either. So he buried it under the floor. But still, his heart whispered, "What if someone finds it? What if a thief comes?" The house that once echoed with songs now echoed with fear. The face that once carried a smile now carried worry. The eyes that slept peacefully now remained wide awake. Gopala had become exactly like the person he once felt pity for, Lala Ramdas. A few days later, Ramdas visited again. But this time, there was no laughter, no devotional songs, no joy. Ramdas asked, "Gopala, what happened? Where is your happiness?" Gopala looked tired, drained. He said softly, "Sir, when I had nothing, I was rich. But this bag of gold has made me the poorest man alive. Now I fear everything. I cannot sleep. I cannot smile. I have lost my peace." Ramdas was shocked. He had given gold, but taken away peace. Gopala held the bag out. "Please take this back, sir. Give me back my old life, the life with peace." Ramdas took the bag, and at that very moment, a weight lifted from his own heart as well. He whispered, "Today I understand. True wealth is not in a safe, but in a peaceful mind." Gopala smiled, and that night, once again, devotional songs echoed from his hut, filling the village with calmness and joy. Moral of the story: true wealth is not found in possessions, but in inner peace and contentment. Greed steals the joy of what we already have. A content heart is richer than the fullest treasure chest. Money can fill a house, but never a restless mind. And those who learn to be happy with little are the ones who truly live in abundance. Friends, what do you think? In today's world, what matters more, wealth or peace of mind? Share your thoughts in the comments below.